So I'm in a beautiful room with pastel wallpaper, 6 months pregnant, frantically taking notes. You see, my friend Suzanne had the perfect nursery. When I told her I hadn't even started shopping, she gasped. "Get to Tanglin Mall now." Giving me the grand tour, she continues, "You'll want to get some calendula cream for baby acne, and don't buy a diaper bag with less than 5 compartments." I hung on to her every word. You see, even with a toddler in tow, Suzanne didn't have a hair out of place. She was radiant in a green shift dress. I felt like a proper scruff next to her in my coffee-stained blouse and frizzy hair. But at that moment, I decided I was going to step up. I wanted to be the perfect mum. So what did I do? I went shopping. My Japanese husband, Yuji, was happy to see me finally taking motherhood so seriously. At least until the credit card bill came. Anyway, a few months later, Oscar is born and he is perfect, a living doll, and I'm terrified of doing something wrong. I still remember that first night. I carefully lay him in the crib next to our bed and turn off the lights. Just as my eyes are getting heavy, he starts crying. But less than 30 minutes had passed. It seemed I had a baby that didn't like sleeping. A few days later, I'm on the phone to Suzanne begging her for help. Oscar doesn't sleep. He doesn't sleep more than an hour at a time. What am I doing wrong here? She asks me, "Are you swaddling?" Oscar doesn't seem to be the swaddling type. She goes, "Oh yeah, some babies resist at first. Keep trying. All babies sleep better when they're swaddled." Well, I'm pretty sure I bought every bloody brand of swaddle in Singapore. I had the MBMB, the Swaddle Up, the Love to Dream, the Merline sleep suit. Oscar hated them all. A few weeks later, Suzanne checks up on me. She goes, "How are you doing, hun? Is Oscar sleeping longer stretches yet?" I'm like, "No, I'm dying here. Help me." She grabs a taxi to my place, armed with a sleeping schedule. Waving the schedule in my face, she goes, "You gotta pay attention to wake windows. If babies are overtired, they won't sleep. Sleep breeds sleep." Okay, so I really gave the schedule a proper go. I even downloaded an app so I could record all of Oscar's naps, and then Yuji, being a data guy, analyzed the information in Tableau. You know what? Complete waste of time. So, I wasn't just relying on Suzanne for advice. I'm not that naive. I was desperately asking my friends Google and YouTube and Facebook for help, and all I got was sleep training tips. And do you know the golden rule of sleep training? Never, ever put a baby down when they are already asleep. The trick, apparently, is to put a baby to bed when they are drowsy but awake, so they learn to self-soothe and sleep independently. 2 words: mission impossible. I tried and I tried and I tried. This went on for months, and every time Oscar's cries woke me up, I would look at him, bloodshot eyes, and think, is this kid broken? None of the rules work. So around the time Oscar is 4 months old, we move house. And you know what that's like. There were boxes everywhere, all the furniture wasn't set up, and we ended up falling asleep on a mattress on the floor. Oh my God. Best slumber ever. Every time Oscar woke up, I flung out a boob and went back to sleep. We never used the crib again. And then it occurred to me, Why am I killing myself with all of these silly rules? Half of them don't even make sense, like sleep breeds sleep. What does that mean? So I threw away the schedule, I let Oscar nurse to sleep, and you know what? No, he didn't sleep through the night, but he did sleep a little bit better, and so did I. Thank you.